I am Tia of Arcturus. I will speak with you now. We want to begin by addressing the energetic backdrop of this month of July on your world. The entire universe around you is moving to a higher frequency, and Earth is naturally being uplifted as part of this grand process. We sense a growing wave of hope and optimism in humanity's collective consciousness right now. More and more individuals are realizing that the future is not set in stone, that the trajectory of Earth is flexible and responding to your moment-to-moment choices in vibration. We want you to know that your ascension is inevitable and nothing can stop it. The only question is whether you will experience this journey in a calm, joyful way, or with more struggle and turbulence, and that depends entirely on how you manage your own energy. Every time you choose love over fear, or trust your inner guidance over the dire predictions of others, you make your ride smoother. Every time you get caught up in judgment, despair, or a narrative of doom, it's like adding weight to your journey that can slow you down. Think of this month as a test of your commitment to a higher vibration. Will you absorb the fear-based stories being broadcast around you? Or will you align with the stream of hope and positive potential that we in the higher realms are holding for you? The choice is yours in each moment. And we want you to know that as you continue along this beautiful and powerful journey of ascension, you are being responded to by the energies in your galaxy and beyond. The more you awaken, the more you align with higher love, the more the cosmos mirrors that shift and delivers to you newer, purer, stronger waves of light. And that is why it is more important than ever that you slow down. We say this not as a polite suggestion, but as a loving alert. If you do not slow yourselves down, your oversoul will gladly do it for you. You might experience this as fatigue, forced rest, or an unexpected illness or emotional release that puts everything else on pause. And that is because your energy fields must be given time and space to integrate the higher frequencies that are flowing to Earth at this time. These energies are preparatory currents building toward the main energetic flash. Anything that is out of alignment within your body or field will be either transmuted or cleared. And the gentler you are with yourself now, the easier that realignment will be. You do not want to meet the intensity of that flash with exhaustion or resistance in your cells. This is your preparation phase. You are not just going through a spiritual upgrade, you are part of a planetary ascension, and we invite you to really feel the magnitude of that. Let go of what you thought your reality was. Let go of the stories that were formed through limitation. Everything is going to change, and much of it will change suddenly. So let yourselves fall into the loving arms of Source Creator, again and again, each day. Rest in that love, and let the light do its perfect work in you. You are learning quickly that what you call timelines are not fixed paths laid out in front of you, but rather vibrating possibilities existing within your own energy field. You carry all potential timelines inside your energy field, and you shift to a different one each time you change your frequency. You can change course in an instant by making a new choice, and your intuition is the compass that tells you where to go. Many of you have been noticing gentle inner nudges or sudden impulses arising from deep within. It could be a thought to reach out to someone, an urge to change your plans for the day, or a feeling that you need to rest instead of pushing yourself. These are not random. They are your higher self and your guides whispering directions to help you align with the highest and best timeline for you and those around you. We encourage you to act on those intuitive promptings as soon as you feel them. When you get an inspired idea that feels right in your gut or in your heart, take some small action to honor it right away. Maybe a phone call, taking a different route home, or pausing to breathe deeply and center yourself. By moving in the moment of inspiration, you lock in the new energy and show the universe that you're serious about your choice. If instead you hesitate and second-guess yourself, the fearful mind can creep in and talk you out of it, and then the opportunity to shift may pass or be delayed. No choice is ever truly lost, but acting on your intuition quickly makes your path much smoother. Even these seemingly minor adjustments in course can have huge ripple effects. You may never fully know how deciding to follow a happy impulse now could steer you, and even others, away from potential trouble down the line. Each time one of you listens to your heart and makes a higher vibrational choice, you help steer the collective toward a more gentle and loving future. As the energies intensify and manifestation speeds up, mastering your mind and thoughts becomes ever more important. You are all headed toward a state of being that will feel a lot like a lucid dream. In a lucid dream, your thoughts and feelings create the environment around you almost instantly. Imagine bringing that phenomenon into your waking life. This is precisely what you are moving closer to as you continue ascending. This is why we emphasize mental discipline and self-awareness right now. An undisciplined mind that drifts into worry or anger can quickly manifest experiences you do not want. By contrast, a calm, heart-focused mind will be your greatest ally in creating a beautiful life. To achieve this, you can slow down and be very intentional with your thoughts, words, and even with what you consume mentally. Take pauses in your day to breathe slowly and consciously. If you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through news or social media and it's causing anxiety, we suggest stepping away for a while. Create gentle pauses, still points, in your routine. In those moments, shut off the external input and place your attention on the peace that exists inside your own heart. You all have a spark of the divine within you, a pure presence of love and awareness in your heart center. When you tune in to that inner presence, even for a few minutes, it clears away the mental clutter and anxiety that the outside world may have caused. These little moments of mindfulness will accumulate and strengthen your ability to consciously choose your thoughts and feelings. Along with this, we encourage you to cultivate a genuine optimism about your life and the future of humanity. Understand that being optimistic is not about ignoring the problems in your world. It is about keeping your channel open to receive solutions and higher guidance. When you remain hopeful, your energy field is expansive and receptive, like an antenna tuning in to uplifting and creative ideas from your higher self and from beings like us who are helping you. Hope and positive expectation are tools that raise your vibration and allow you to access the frequency where answers exist. If you can maintain that positive outlook, you will find that inspired solutions and helpful synchronicities start to appear with greater frequency. Now, we also want to address the topic of predictions and fearful scenarios that you may encounter from various sources. Whether it's through your media, the internet, or even well-meaning people in your community, you will likely hear forecasts of doom and gloom, perhaps about financial collapse, war, or environmental crises. Remember that no matter how authoritative those predictions seem, they are not set in stone. You're not obligated to live out any timeline that doesn't feel right to you. As we just discussed, you are sovereign beings who can shift your path through your own energy and choices. So when you come across a dire prediction or a narrative of inevitable catastrophe, we suggest you pause and check in with your inner guidance. Ask yourself honestly, how does this make me feel in my body and heart? If it makes you feel small, fearful, or hopeless, then recognize that this is not a timeline you need to energize. Instead of accepting that negative vision as your fate, you can choose to transform it in your own field. For example, if you encounter talk of lack or conflict, you can counter it by envisioning abundance, cooperation, peace, and mutual understanding among people. Understand that this is not just fanciful thinking. This is you using your creator energy to vote for the reality you want to experience. Each time you do this, you are essentially broadcasting a new possibility into the collective field. Energy is contagious. When one of you holds a vibration of love, hope, and certainty that things can get better, it influences everyone you come into contact with at the unseen energy level. There are entire alliances of benevolent extraterrestrials and higher dimensional collectives. You may know them as the Galactic Federation, Ascended Master Councils, angelic beings, and so on, who work alongside you in this process. They watch the energetic votes humanity is casting. When they see pockets of true heart-centered intention and high vibration, they gladly add their energy to magnify those positive timelines. In other words, when you choose a path of love, you have many helpers in the higher realms amplifying that choice into your reality. So never underestimate the power of that inner pivot from fear to love. Every time you consciously shift from a limiting thought to an empowering one, you send out a signal, a ray of light that the cosmos responds to. All of these lessons and energies are essentially preparing you for a new way of living, creating your reality with pure thought and intention. As more high-frequency light, often called photonic energy, floods your planet, the lag time between your thoughts and the outcomes you experience is growing shorter. In a fifth-dimensional existence, which you are transitioning into, physical reality becomes very fluid and responds rapidly to the projections of consciousness. We are training you now, so to speak, to be mindful of what you focus on, because you are learning to be deliberate creators. If you attempt to create from desperation or lack, the results will have a shaky foundation. But when you create from inner wholeness and joy, you align with Source and your creations blossom beautifully. We advise you all to spend a little time each day visualizing the kind of world you want to live in, not as a distant future, but as something real that is forming right now. Envision ecosystems healing, communities cooperating, outdated harmful systems being replaced by life-affirming innovations, and leadership guided by wisdom and compassion. Most importantly, feel in your heart that these scenarios are possible and even already in progress beneath the surface of what you see. By holding these visions and feelings, you are effectively authoring a new timeline for Earth. At the same time, practice compassion and patience for those who are still caught up in fear or clinging to the old ways. Not everyone will embrace these changes as quickly as you might, and that's all right. You don't need to argue or convince anyone. Your best approach is to embody the peace and confidence of someone who knows in their heart that all is moving in the right direction. When people see you thriving and remaining calm and hopeful, they will naturally become curious and more open to finding out how they can feel that way too. With each sunrise of a new day, you have the opportunity to write a fresh script for humanity. So trust the inspirations that come to you. Act on your inner guidance. And when you witness even the smallest evidence of positive change or improvement in your life or in the world around you, celebrate it. Acknowledge it as a sign that the shift is happening and that you are contributing to it. By consistently choosing these practices throughout July's powerful energy cycle, you are doing far more than just getting through these times. You are actively laying the foundation for a benevolent new earth, lighting the way forward for those who are still finding their way. As we move further into the specifics of the July energies, we want to highlight some key areas of focus for you all. The first aspect is the concept of Source or the universe as an ever-present provider that never withholds its love and blessings. Many of you have been raised to believe or have inherited subconscious programming that says you must earn goodness from a higher power. There is an old idea that if you pray enough, follow certain rules, or prove yourself worthy, then you will be rewarded by God or the universe. But in the new energy flooding your world, those old rules no longer apply. Source energy, the divine, the creator, however you name it, never holds back love, healing, abundance, or clarity. It is always flowing to you and through you in an unending stream. If you're not experiencing this flow, it isn't because Source is waiting for you to do something. Often it's because you, at some level, are not fully allowing it in. Perhaps there is a part of you still thinking you have to bargain or prove yourself, which creates a block. We invite you this month to practice shifting out of that old mindset. Instead of pleading or negotiating with the divine, try sitting in quiet and affirming that all you need is here now. Feel into statements like, "My needs are met in this moment. The love and support of Source are with me right now. I am open to all the gifts of the universe." When you hold those kinds of thoughts and feelings, pay attention to what happens in your body. At first, you might notice some resistance, maybe many years of conditioning causing you to doubt it. That's normal. But if you continue gently breathing and relaxing into the idea that you are unconditionally loved and provided for, you will feel a softening. Your nervous system will begin to calm and accept this truth. Each time you do this, you are literally rewiring your brain and body to live in a state of trust and receptivity. The energies of July will be very supportive of this reconditioning process. They will tend to make you aware of any inner conflicts between what you say you believe and what you truly feel. For example, if you outwardly pray for help, but inside doubt that it will come, you will feel that dissonance more strongly now so that you can address it. The remedy is to cultivate what we call surrendered certainty. Know that nothing you do or don't do could ever increase or decrease the infinite love that Source has for you. You are loved completely, and blessings surround you always. When you fully embrace that knowing, you stop asking, "When will I get what I need?" Because you already feel whole and supported. Ironically, that is precisely when everything you've been asking for can flow right in. By living in this space of confident allowing, you'll notice that abundance, health, guidance, and love begin to show up in your life with almost miraculous timing. It will feel natural and normal because you've aligned with the true nature of Source, unconditional and ever-flowing. Let this be your foundation moving forward. Next, we wish to talk about abundance, because July's energies are also addressing your collective beliefs around supply and prosperity. Humanity has been taught for a long time that abundance is something outside of you, something you chase, earn, compete for, or that might be granted to you by fate if you're lucky. In the old paradigm, wealth and resources seemed limited and were often hoarded by a few. Those old ideas are crumbling in the new light that's coming to your world. The truth we want you to understand is that real abundance is an energy that springs from within you and flows outward. You all have a direct line to the infinite abundance of Source. Think of it like a spring of clear water inside your heart that's always ready to flow forth. When you feel fear of not having enough and close yourself off, it's like putting a lid over that spring. The flow slows down or gets stagnant. When you open up, when you give, share, or simply appreciate what you have, you remove the lid and the water flows freely again, quenching your thirst and nourishing those around you. In practical terms, this means that generosity and trust are keys to unlocking more abundance in your life. Now, being generous doesn't mean giving away all your money or possessions. It can be as simple as sharing your time and talents, or expressing gratitude and kindness freely. The idea is to check in with yourself and find where you might be holding back due to fear. Ask yourself if there is a talent or creative gift you have held back, or love and appreciation you haven't expressed, or help you could offer but have been hesitant to for any reason. July's energies will gently nudge you in those areas where your generosity or openness could expand. You might feel a little push from the universe each time you tighten up or withhold something that could be given or expressed. Take those hints as guidance to try a different approach. Loosen your grip and let the energy flow. Give a little more than you normally would and do it with a full heart, then watch how the universe responds. We think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Often you'll find that as soon as you offer help, donate an item, share your knowledge, or send out a sincere prayer for someone else's well-being, almost immediately something comes into your life in return. It might be an opportunity, a gift, or an unexpected solution to a problem you've been facing. This is the new flow of higher dimensional energy. What you circulate with love comes back to you multiplied. We want you to realize that this isn't about a transactional universe. It's about alignment. When you act from a mindset of abundance and kindness, you signal to your own subconscious and to Source that you trust the infinite supply. That trust keeps the channel open for more to stream in. This is the future of abundance on your planet, a continuous circulation of energy where everyone gives and receives freely in a balanced flow, and the very concept of lack gradually fades away. Another area of focus for many of you now is your dream life and what you might call astral experiences. A lot is happening when you sleep. Many of you have been waking up in the morning feeling that your dreams were unusually vivid, or feeling tired as if you've been working or traveling all night. And in a sense, you have been. While your body rests, your consciousness often journeys to higher realms for learning. You might meet with soul groups to practice building communities based on love and cooperation, learn to heal with sound and light, or receive guidance and energetic upgrades from higher beings. Keep a journal by your bed and note down any fragments you remember when you wake up. Even a mood or a single image from a dream can be a clue to what your soul was doing. By writing it down or reflecting on it, you strengthen the bridge between your subconscious and your conscious mind. If you wake up with an ache or a sense of dizziness, understand that you might have been very active in your etheric body. Instead of immediately reaching for caffeine, try a gentle approach. Stretch your body, drink water to help your energy integrate, and maybe walk in the morning sunlight to ground yourself. These practices help you bring what you learned at night into your daily life. The point of all this dream activity is not to give you an escape from reality. It's actually the opposite. It's training and equipping you to bring more of your limitless creative potential into your waking, physical life. Each time you practice creating or problem-solving in the dream state, you are building confidence and skill that will translate into more powerful manifestation abilities while awake. The dividing line between the dream world and the waking world will continue to thin as you ascend. Eventually, you will find that creating in your day-to-day life is almost as malleable as shaping a dream, and you will use those abilities wisely and lovingly for the benefit of all. Our final message for July concerns your relationships and communities. The energies of ascension are recalibrating not just your inner world, but also how you connect with others. As your frequency rises, you will naturally gravitate toward people who uplift you, inspire you, and resonate with your soul's truth. Conversely, you might find that some relationships feel like they're drifting apart or becoming more distant. This is a normal part of the process. It isn't about judging others as being behind or negative. It's simply about vibration. When the vibration between you is no longer a match, it will feel heavy or draining to maintain certain connections or old ways of relating. We advise you to approach this with compassion and honesty. If you feel you need to step back from someone or spend less time in an environment that weighs you down, do so with as much love and understanding as possible. Release any guilt or blame, both towards them and yourself. Everyone is on their own path, and sometimes paths diverge for a while. Trust that in the bigger picture, you will meet again in love when the timing is right. At the same time, be open to new connections that may come into your life now. You'll know these connections by how they light you up. It could be new friends, colleagues, or even a romantic partner entering your life, or people you've known casually who suddenly become closer allies on your journey. Say yes to opportunities to gather with like-minded souls. Even if it's online or a small local meditation circle, these group energies are incredibly powerful now. When you join your energy with others in a high-frequency intention, whether that intention is to meditate, pray, sing, create, share, or simply enjoy each other's company, the effect is exponentially amplified. You create a network of light among you. In those moments, you're not just benefiting each other, you're also anchoring higher light into the earth. Think of each gathering of awakened souls as a node of positive energy on the planet, helping to distribute the incoming energies through the human collective in a smooth, balanced way. Both the letting go of old ties and the forming of new, heart-aligned bonds are important now. Ultimately, ascension is a team effort. Humanity is meant to awaken as a unified collective, and the soul group connections you foster now are seeds of a new society built on love and mutual respect. Treasure the people who lift you up, and know that by coming together, you all rise higher than any one of you could on your own. Each unique soul adds something beautiful to this collective ascension, and we in the higher realms delight in witnessing you unite in this way. In doing all of these things, remember that you have an entire universe of support and love surrounding you, and we are among those who cheer you on. If you are listening to this, beloved one, you needed to. I leave you now. I am Tia of Arcturus.